What's up? Welcome guys to my YouTube channel and another video with my Suzuki GSX S1000. And it's been a while since I posted because I was on well-deserved vacations. Of course, that if I could, I would have taken my bike. Unfortunately, I couldn't. So it was kind of a bittersweet vacations because, yeah, I do deserve to spend some time away from the society with my wife and kid. I have a beautiful daughter and a beautiful wife. But of course that every single day I miss my bike, miss riding, which is the second best thing in the world. Right after being a father. So, man, I've been trying to post a lot of videos about this theme that I'm going to talk about, and I don't even know if this video will be posted because it will depend on the quality of the sound, because lately I've been struggling a lot with finding a good setup for my microphone. I find the perfect setup for the exhaust sound, which is the Zoom recorder. I'm using the N4 Pro, which records just perfectly the exhaust sound, and gonna with my friend here. But I've been struggling with finding the right setup for the microphone inside my helmet, because I've tried, I'm using the Rode Wireless Go, and I've tried connected the Rode directly to my Instagram Insta360, and the sound wasn't great. Then I tried to connect the Rode Wireless Go to the Zoom recorder, and then on post editing, just do the settings, and setting the sound with the footage, which is quite easy, but it always gives some work. But I don't know, I have been having some problems with them. Eu vi, eu reparei. Speaking Portuguese, by the way. And the thing is, the sound would come out with some weird noise, like I don't know if I'm talking too close to the microphone. The settings of the microphone are as low as possible, the gain. I've tried several different settings, and I think about the settings I'm okay with it, but I don't know why the sound keeps coming up with some weird noise. I don't know if it is the quality of the lavalier mic that I'm using. I don't think so, because I've seen guys on YouTube using an AliExpress lavalier mic, and it's working cool. I don't want the perfect sound, because with the wind I'm riding a naked bike, so it will be impossible to speak and riding at high speeds, of course, but riding at slow speeds, chit-chatting, giving some advice, answering some questions, which is always cool especially when you're riding alone. So yeah, I'm trying this setting now, using this helmet for the first time. It's an Icon. First impressions, awesome helmet from the graphics point of view. surprisingly very comfortable. The the wind circulation is awesome. I mean, I think this helmet is perfect for hot summer days. It's very simple. It fits your head perfectly. I mean, I have a kind of oval head. I've seen some guys complaining about uh, some hard time uh, putting and getting off the helmet because it's quite tight. I believe those guys must have some kind of round heads. So for me, it wasn't an issue at all. So I'm really surprised with the quality of the helmets and also with the fitting. So I just hope also this helmet gives you some cool space between your chin and the helmet chin, you know, so you have some free space where you can separate your microphone from your mouth. So I'm gonna see if the noise that I'm getting is because of having the microphone too much close to my mouth. If that doesn't work, well, I don't know. I guess I'll have to keep, maybe I'm going to try a different lavalier mic, probably because it will be my last resort. Let's see. If you guys have any advice you could give me about the best way to set your helmet microphone, I would much appreciate it. Otherwise, I will see what I can get and then try to help you guys. One thing I can tell you guys, if you are in love, like I am, with this sound, it's amazing. And you should definitely buy a Zoom recorder for your exhaust. I mean, it records really cool. And also, right now I'm using it on my leg bag that I'm using from GV. First I tried on the rear of the bike, but the sound wasn't coming out the way I wanted to. And I found out that on my leg bag, works perfectly. I also use the wind muffler, which is very, very important. And the sound of the exhaust is amazing. So I'm really trying to see if I can now get, I don't want it perfect because like I said, it's impossible to having a naked bike and having no noise inside your helmet. But, you know, it would be enough for me to have myself understand to those guys that watch my videos. It will be just that. So let's see how it comes out. Anyways, after 2 weeks vacations, I'm back riding my beautiful bike. Fuck off and fucking beauty finished my boot. Yeah. I hate these guys that, you know, don't signal back, really. They're not bikers. They're just guys that like to ride motorcycles and don't have the spirit. So fuck them. I'll keep signing everybody that I see because that's the spirit. So talking about helmets, anyway, if this video comes out cool, I mean I can now tell you that give you a little piece of advice if you are new to the naked bikes world like I am. I've been riding for, I don't even know, more than 20 years now, different style of bike. I mean, my kind of bike was always super sport, always. Then I had a crash. I stopped riding for a few years. But you know, once you have the motorcycle bug, you don't get rid of that. And years later, I bought another bike. This time, I went to the trail bikes because, you know, being more careful, more safety, not going crazy speeds, and so on. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a trail bike and just for the love of riding, no more speeds and stuff like that. Yeah, that worked for a while. And at the beginning, I was really liking. I wouldn't say loving. I would say, you know, enjoying. Yeah, enjoying the trail world. I joined a few friends that also got trail bikes. I bought a BMW F650 GS, and then I changed it to the F800 GS, and then I changed it to the Africa Twin 1100 in 2022. All of them, I mean, not the F650 from BMW sucks. Don't buy it. It's a single cylinder, vibrates a lot, and it sucks. It really do. I hated that bike. The F800, an amazing bike, and the Africa Twin, wow, one of the top tail bikes for sure. I mean, I know that a lot of people enjoy the 1200 GS just because it's a BMW, but if you're going to compare what to use the bike for, the specs of each bike, you know, you will see that Africa Twin suits you perfectly, and it's like almost 10,000 euros cheaper than a GSX Adventure. So, I mean, yeah, if you have the money to spend it, go for the GS. But if you just want a really impressive bike that you can ride on the roads, go to the mountains, go doing some off-road, buy the Africa Twin. It's an amazing, amazing bike. But yeah, the problem was every time that I was riding, I would hear the and my stomach would start, you know, butterflies in my stomach. And 1 year after buying the new Africa Twin, I bought it, the bike new, right from the store. I was selling it to buy a CBR. The seller was just crazy because, like, he told me, man, usually they come here to change super sports from trail bikes. You are like the first one that's changing from trail to super sports. And then I explained him, yeah, I've been always a super sports guy, and yeah, took a break from super sports. But yeah, there's no way. I'm a recent father, not recent, but the time I bought the Africa Twin, my daughter was like 4 years, 3 years, around that, and you know, you get more conscience once you're a father, and you ride with like 4 eyes open, with every sense of your body on alert. But man, it was stronger than me, bigger than me, and I had to go back to the sports bike. So yeah, I bought the Africa Twin. I traded my Africa Twin for the CBR. I rode the CBR, but the problem was I'm not 20 years old anymore. And once I was riding, you know, through 3-4 hours, Jesus, my back would hurt like hell. Yeah, that's true. That's when I felt old. I say, oh my God, age is catching me up. I took a very, very hard decision. After 1 year of having the CBR, uh, I was challenged by this friend that is riding with me with his Kawasaki Z900, and he was telling me, man, he also had a CBR 954, the Bumblebee. He sold it, and then he bought the Z900. And he challenged me, dude, try the naked bikes. I said, what the fuck? Naked bikes? Those aren't even bikes. Come on. It's just our choice. And he was laughing and was saying, well, you want to try mine? And there you go. I don't like to ride others' bikes. I just don't, you know. Bad luck always happens. It's fucked up, man. You shouldn't borrow your bike. Shouldn't borrow bikes from even your closest friends. I mean, shit can happen, and then you will be really fucked up if you mess up with your, you know, friends' bikes or whatever. So I never tried his, but you know, I went home and I started searching for naked bike videos, and yeah, I mean, it just confirmed what I always thought. I mean, yeah, cool bikes to have some fun. Cool bikes to have some fun, ride in the city, you know, stuff like that. But I'm not changing to a naked bike, you know. But that kept on my mind, and every day I would come home, sit on my couch, and start seeing some videos of naked bikes. And then I said to myself, fuck it, I'm gonna do a test drive. So I went to my local store, a guy that sells Kawasaki's, Hondas, Suzuki's, and there she was, Suzuki GSX S1000, 2023 model. And also the CBR, not the CBR, the CB 1000, and the Kawasaki Z900, Z1000, and I said, I don't know why. You know the front of this bike? You just love it or hate it. And I just fell in love with it. So I said, I want to try that one. The thing is, the first time I went to ride this bike, it was love at first. I wouldn't say look, I would say gas. The first time I hit the throttle, I said, oh my God, I'm gonna marry you. But I was still, you know, fighting with myself, saying, what the fuck? I'm not changing to a naked bike. Are you stupid? Come on, naked bikes are for kids. And then on the other day, I went to try and rode the CB1000. I like the bike, pretty cool, beautiful, but lacks of power, lacks of, you know, soul. And if I haven't ridden this one first, I wouldn't notice that probably. But since I had a comparison with this bike, I said, oh no. And then I went to ride the Z900, a really cool bike. I really like the Z900. And the decision was between those two. Then I talked to my friend. He said, yeah, man. He never said go for the Z900. But I said, look, both bikes are amazing. Both bikes are really cheap for what they offer. But it's a matter of, you know, personal choice. And I don't know why this bike called me, you know. It's not, you know what you say about horses, it's not you that choose the horse, it's the horse that chooses you. It's pretty much with this bike what happened with me and this bike. I don't know. I felt compelled to get this bike, to buy this bike, even if I was not selling my CBR. My CBR. So I ended up buying this bike, and oh man, do I feel 20 years again? If I really, really do feel 20 years old again with this bike. This bike is fucking amazing. This bike is super powerful, super easy to ride. I mean, it's not a light bike. It weighs 212 kilos, but you don't notice them because the center of gravity of this bike is really low. So you don't feel the weight of the bike unless you are, riding really slow or doing some slow maneuvers. Then you have to use your clutch and your throttle, so you don't, drop your bike. But that's really simple. I mean, if you are an experienced rider, you don't even will have to worry with that problem. And also, I made a remap of this bike. This bike has a lot of restrictions from factory, if you've seen some other videos. And this bike has now 164 horsepower on engine and 154 horsepower on the wheel. It gained around 8 to 10 horsepower between 6,000 RPMs and 9,000, 10,000 RPMs. So now this bike is much more powerful on low revs, which is amazing. You can ride in fourth like I am now at 60 kilometers per hour. Just roll your throttle and the bike goes crazy. It's amazing, super easy to wheel this bike. And yeah, if you have this bike, please, 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 trust me, do a fucking remap to this bike. This bike has so much restrictions from factory to comply with the EC5 or EC5 whatever from European Union new rules. So yeah, summing up, I'm super amazed with this bike, super happy. I love this bike. I mean, the position of the bike that you use to ride this bike is just super comfortable. So yeah, it was the best thing I could do. But with that came a problem, which is fucking you don't have any windscreen with this bike. So everything you see is everything you take on your chest, on your helmets, on your head, whatever. So yeah, it got me sometimes to get used to, but once you get, it stops being a big deal. But you do have to change your helmets. Every single helmet I had for super sports or even trail bikes, I had to sell. And I tried so many helmets from different brands, and I wouldn't even complain about the noise. The noise comes with the naked bikes, and period. I was just worried because every time I would go to 230, 240 kph, the fucking helmet would stuck to my head like it was smashing my brains. I don't know, the wind force would just push my helmet in. I felt like the fucking helmet was going inside my brain. It was powerful. After a few seconds, I had to, cut the throttle, load my speed. And I said, man, I gotta stop spending money on beautiful, cheap helmets and try to find an expensive helmet that really addresses this problem. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to enjoy this bike as I should and as I can, and as it should be. So yeah, I found the promotion of the Shark helmets, Spartan GT It costs around 500 euros, something like that. So it's not that expensive. And the helmet fits perfectly my head. The helmet fits perfectly in my head. I don't have any issues anymore with my head going around inside my helmet. It was not about the size. My size is size M, 57, 58. But yeah, it was like I would say the quality of the helmet. And I'm talking about AGV, Scorpion. I mean, I didn't try JC. I didn't try any showy because I didn't found anyone that I would say I love the graphics also. Because, you know, we all like good graphics. On the bikes, on the helmets, on the clothes, whatever. Don't say that you don't, because we all do. That's why I bought this one. And I'm extremely surprised with this fucking helmet from Icon. Super comfortable. Fits my head perfectly. I mean, it seems like it was handmade for my hair. The graphics are amazing. Of course, it's debatable. Some people like it, some people don't. I love it. It's my first helmet looking like this. I've seen a lot on the YouTube, especially for super sports riders or naked bikes. Yeah. So I give it a try because I fell in love with the Four Horsemen's theme. And yeah, so thumbs up to naked bikes. 10 thumbs ups to the Suzuki GSX S1000. And also, piece of advice, it's really important to find a nice helmet if you're riding a naked bike. So guys, this is it. Kind of a long video talking about random stuff. I guess I was missing riding and also talking. So yeah, that's it. I mean, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I promise you I will answer. I'm here on YouTube, you know, to share information, not to win money. I have a job. I don't need an extra one, thank God. So I do respect those that make money with YouTube, nothing against it. Just not my case. I recently helped a guy buying the steering damper, and he replied to me thanking me for helping him, and I mean, that made my day, because that's really about why I make these videos, you know. If I can help one person, I mean, amazing. And I do this because I also was one of those that would go to the YouTube trying to find some reviews and opinions and information about stuff that I wanted. Not only bikes, but also helmets, gloves, jackets. And I really appreciated those guys that spent some personal time doing this with no second interesting. I'm not asking you to follow me, to like, whatever. If you're seeing the video and you feel like, okay, this guy is cool, he helped me, perfect. That's it, okay? So ride safe. And have fun. And we'll see you on my next video. Goodbye.